Hello there, guys. How are you? How's everyone doing? Hey, the Black Barbie. What is going on? Hey, Mr. Parker. Hey, A Christian, Clarinetta. Um, Chris. How you guys doing? I had always said that if I had a son, I never had a son. I had like three names. I like the name Dustin, not Justin. I like Justin too, but I like Dustin with the D. I liked Christopher. I like Cristiano. Yeah, Cristiano. And I liked Tori for a boy. Tori. And I like there was another name. Oh, and I like Nicholas. So just about all my sisters had boys. I didn't. So all of the boy names that I really liked, my nephews got those names because I didn't have boys. I wish I would have had me some sons, but after that second baby, and I was not married, my grandmama said, "Gal, you don't bring no more babies here, and you're not married." And I mean it. I never got married. So, and I was one I'm telling y'all something. When I started getting to like my late 30s, I was like, I'm gonna marry me somebody to have me some boys. and so somebody said to me, don't marry nobody just to have some more children. Don't do it. You'll be so miserable. The Black Barbie says her son's name is Nicholas. I love the name Nicholas. One of my nephews' name is Nicholas. I have a nephew named Chris. I have I always like the name Brandon. Have a nephew named Brandon. Um, I have a nephew named Julian, and I have a nephew named Caden. Um, yeah. And for a girl's name, I always love the name Jayana. Jayana or Jayana. And don't y'all know my best friend Vanessa? I remember she was sitting at my house when she was pregnant with her second baby. And I said, "What are you gonna name that baby?" And she said, "I haven't decided yet." And I said, how about Jayana? Why don't you name her Jayana? And she thought about it. She said, I remember she took out some notebook paper and a pen. And she said, "How you spell that?" And I told her how to spell it. And so I asked her probably a few days ago. I said, "What made you name her, give her the middle name Jayana?" She said, because see, her daughter is like 20 something now. So, I don't know, somebody gave me that name. I said, "I was the one that gave you that name." She said, "Sure did." I told Vanessa, we was making fun of Vanessa so bad when she got pregnant with that last baby. I said, "You waited till you a damn old hag to have him," and she was tired too. I think she had the last one when she was like 36. She was like, "I can't believe it." Ooh. Um, Good morning, Ashley. She says, I love the name Brett. So my plant's names is Brett. Michael Anthony. Oh, thank you, Mr. Parker. Yeah. I always for I'm gonna tell y'all for boys. Oh, for a boy, I always like the name Tracy too. When I was growing up, Tracy and Stacy was always a girl's name. I didn't like the name Stacy. But as I got older, I always liked the name Tracy for a boy. Although there are some men that have the name Tracy. And Tony was always a boy name, but you have more girls with the name Tony. I got to thinking about that because I was supposed to have 6 children. My mama said your mind wasn't good enough for 6 kids. You don't even have the patience. I would have had the patience. We're gonna wait for more people to start coming in. I was supposed to get back on last night, but I wasn't able to. It was so much stuff going on last night. Um, yeah, it is just terrible around the mid South, and it's spilling over. I've never in my life really seen the officials in Mississippi be so quiet. Normally, Mississippi handles stuff. They go, it's not get ready to spill over in Mississippi, and we're gonna handle it. And they start handling stuff, and it's nobody is saying nothing. So I guess they have the Mississippi politicians have adopted crime pays. Mr. Parker, crime pays, or they building new jails and stuff. And then when you go to a Mississippi jail, you might end up being unalived and buried in the back, and they never tell your family. So maybe that's why they're allowing crime to get out of control, because it's something that they're doing and it's not being talked about with these inmates in Mississippi being unalive, and the family they're not even telling their families and just burying them. We already know what they're doing. They're getting their org to the gans. Okay, that's what's happening. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about Memphis police shooting. I was looking at Blackwood News, and there was another activist that's a really good friend of mine, Tony Africa. Hello, Tony. I've been seeing hey Darren. I've been seeing a lot, quite a few young babies with the name Africa. I've been seeing them. That Africa. I'm like, wow. Africa. I saw some twins with the name Africa and Egypt. I was like, wow. I always wanted to have triplets. So, and I bet I could have had them if I had gotten married and got on the started taking those fertilizer shots or whatever. That's how they get those multiple births. But with my luck, I would have got pregnant with 5 at one time. Good morning, Diane. I'm going to have to call my sister Demon. I'm gonna have to call Demon because I have not talked to Demon in when I go 3 days without, and I think it's been 3 days. When I go 3 days without talking to her, that's very abnormal. I know she be working. So when people don't see her, don't be alarmed. She be working. And she has weird hours. So, she be tired and stuff. But she was tired anyways. I just used to pride myself. I used to call her anyways, and I know she be tired. And you sleep? No, I ain't sleep. And I'm gonna have to call her. I'll be in. I'll be around her way really soon, anyways. Hey, M Rose, Ramona. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about how people have just started popping at the police. Now you got to know when stuff like this start happening, that you're gonna start seeing they're gonna start fixing the laws. So people may as well get ready for it. Whereas when that happens, because anybody that shoots at the police is an immediate threat, anyways. They are an immediate threat and they're supposed to eliminate them. So what's going to happen is if we don't start getting a hold of these young adults, and I guess some of these old ones too, they're gonna end up you're gonna start seeing more police killings. Okay. Hold on, you all. Let me see. There was another shooting last night. Hold on, you all. I thought I read on somebody else's page that they shot at the police. I'm almost sure I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Hey, nice to meet you, bro. Hey, what's going on, bro? You good? Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's me. Oh, and we live. We live in the north right now. We on Chelsea in Hollywood where this officer involved accident right here, man. The man smashed into the pole. This tie holder smacked him. Man, we on Chelsea in Hollywood. Let's go. Oh, we back. Man, hey, I'm still waiting on my phone, y'all. I already know, man. That stops a lot. But right now, we in the north, man. Another officer involved accident. Everybody's in the hospital right now. Only on Blackwood News. Exit 5 building, let go. Do you know what happened on Yeah, it was a bad accident. Yeah. Winchester, I believe it was a 18 wheel or something, but yeah. We in the north, man. Another officer involved accident on Chelsea and Hollywood. Only on Blackwood News. Now the Memphis weekend is here, man. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Let's go check out this car. They said it smashed up pretty bad. Man, another officer involved wreck in the north. Hold on, Black One News.
Okay, that happened in North Memphis. Hey, Miss
Man,
Patricia. Hey, nothing.
smacked it up. Another one, guys. Another one's gone. Hold on, Black One News. I'm finna make them pussy cry. I seen bad for looking. Damn, this crazy, y'all. Everybody's okay though. Again,
Oh wow. I'm happy that everybody is okay. Well, I'm trying to see where I saw that there was another police shooting. Hold on for 1 second. Let me go to my friend page. Uh yeah, this happened last night also.
Check on your folks, man.
And that happened in Fraser.
Fraser Boulevard and Schoolfield. Check on your folks, man. Fraser Boulevard and Schoolfield, right across from Tony's Market, man. Check on your folks, man. If folks ain't answering the phone or they was headed this way, down Schoolfield, check on your folks, man. What are they saying happened?
Um, just shot and red. I heard the bang. Mm-hmm.
Somebody on the scene said,
Right over there.
"What did they wreck it? You know what kind of car it was? You know what kind of car it was?"
Yeah, it's like at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. That would be all
I'm not gonna put them on camera, man. But whoever it was,
right.
he went off in the field. They put him in the ambulance though. He's still alive, but the car went inside this ditch over there. I believe somebody just got shot in Greenbrier too. Somebody hit my inbox saying it was shooting in Greenbrier.
They was having a shootout in the North Memphis Fraser area, and North Memphis and
Katie,
Fraser
they hit
is
my inbox
basically
with
the
this
same
shit, cuz.
area. North Memphis and Fraser is basically the
The reason
same
I do this shit here,
thing.
man, because people don't know they loved one be hurt, bro. Motherfucker be in the hospital for days and days and days, be worried about them, don't know where the fuck they at. These folks ain't gonna tell you shit. Just being 1,000 with it, man. Ain't about no views or none of this shit, bro. Like, motherfucker family be really somewhere hurt, dead. Motherfucker don't know
Hey,
nothing.
Cypress. Hey, phenomenal black woman.
Either they ain't told
Omar.
their family where they going, Or when they calling around trying to get what's going on, they don't understand. Like, hey man, these folks worry about their loved one. I ain't gonna tell you shit. So that's why I do this shit, bro. But the car down in there though, he hurt bad as hell though.
Yeah, that was like, you hear him like down there.
He hurt bad as hell though, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. That is just because of people acting crazy earlier. He's way out of his car, just like he said to the other one earlier, riding his whole body out on top. They were going out like,
So we got folks over here. You got some folks that's in Fraser be on school field, man. Check on them, man. They car
Hey,
down
rest
there in
in
the what's
peace,
it
young
called?
dog.
Shit, sound like Tony Alarm going off.
He said, "What's popping? You got to do a part two from yesterday."
Young lady just pulled up. Hopefully that's her kinfolk.
Mike said, "Drop the T."
Y'all got some little ones that be in this area, man. They just wrecked. Check on your folks, man. I don't know. The lady said she didn't know what kind of car it was. It was right over there in the bushes.
Yeah, that's
Looked like he
sad.
was trying to come from.
So the young man was driving and was shot, from what they're saying, and he ran into the bushes. I don't know if he succumbed to his injuries. I was reading last night that they shot at the police. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Because it was another shooting last night in the Whitehaven area. It was a man down. Now, this is last night in the Whitehaven area. And I woke up on Mill Branch. Now, they had a shootout on Mill Branch. I'm trying to see if this is where they shot at the officer. Because I know when I woke up, I saw this and I saw somebody said they had been shooting at the police.
Active scene. We on Mill Branch right now. They just let it off.
Now,
Only on Black News.
let me just say this. Now, that's the area on Mill Branch that is almost directly across the street from where Big 30 and them hang out at. They call it the King's Gates, but it's not the King's Gates. It's really the Mill Branch Apartments. The King's Gates used to be some apartments that was behind those apartments that they tore down. But that's like almost directly across the street where I don't know if that fish market is still there. We used to go to the fish market there to get fish, but that is the plaza. Somebody was taken out. Hey, paper bag.
We're out here by the King Gate. Oh man, it's going down everywhere, man. It's crazy. Check on your people. We in the Haven. It's still coming out the store. I know Black Renault. Active scene. We on mid branch right now. They just let it off.
Okay, so evidently they shut. Looks like the fish market to me here. I don't know if that fish market is still there. I think it is. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find something. So as y'all can see, it was a lot going on last night. It was a lot going on in Frazier, and then it started going on in the Whitehaven. You know, there was a shooting in the Whitehaven area, from Frazier to North Memphis. Where Cypress, Frazier and North Memphis. I mean, it's the same thing to me. Frazier and North Memphis is the same area, but people be sure to say no, North Memphis and Frazier ain't the same, but really it is, because it's all right there together. I guess Frazier and North Memphis is like Castelia and Orange Mound is to each other. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's basically almost the same. Basically, it's such the same that you could, if you ain't from those areas, you could easily get it mixed up. Because I called Frazier North Memphis too. And people from those areas make sure that they correct me. No, that's not North Memphis. That's Frazier. I'm like, whatever. Um, Let me show y'all this right here. I had to show this because this just came up. It says 3 suspects who Memphis police say were involved in multiple robberies and carjackings were arrested Friday after a high-speed car chase. Maybe this is what I saw. I don't know. Maybe this is what I saw, because I saw they shooting at the police. Louis 21, Sandy Flores Alfaro 19, and Sherilyn R. Hernandez, okay, 19, are each facing 2 counts of aggravated robbery for carjacking incidents that took place over the summer. On June 2nd, police responded to robbery incident at Overton Park. The victim told them that he met 2 women at El Coro, and they asked him to take them to Overton Park. He said that when they got to the park and out of the car, a man armed with a black gun allegedly demanded his wallet and cell phone. The victim said he gave the man his wallet and cell phone, and the man fled in a dark colored vehicle, followed by the women in the white 2015 Chevrolet Camaro. On July 29th, Memphis police responded to carjacking incident in the 4,000 block of Summer Avenue. The victim told officers that he was at a club in the 5,000 block of Summer Avenue when 2 women asked him for a ride to Overton Park. Okay, so hey. He said he allowed one of the women to drive his 2004 Chevy Silverado to the location. When they arrived at the Overton Park, the victim said a dark-colored car parked beside him. A man got out armed with the AK-47 rifle style. While he was standing outside his truck, the victim said the man demanded his wallet and cell phone. The man allegedly got into the victim's silver truck with the two women and fled the scene. During their investigation, investigators retrieved video footage of the women getting inside the victim's Silverado. They sent out a media release of the two women and identified a dark sedan used in the robberies. Okay, on August 16th, officers located the Chrysler 200 on North Graham and Macon. They attempted a traffic stop on the vehicle with the lights and sirens, but the driver fled at a high rate of speed, disregarding the traffic signs and lights. The driver of the Chrysler drove into a dead end in the parking lot in the 3000 block of Nathan Avenue and came to a stop. The occupants of the vehicle were identified as Luis Robles, Sandy Flores, and Sherilyn Hernandez. They were all taken into custody and taken to the Violent Crimes Unit for further investigation. Okay, so here it is right here, the two women.
Memphis police are trying to find two women who detectives say stole a man's truck at gunpoint at the end of July. The victim telling investigators he was trying to be a good Samaritan, agreeing to give the women a ride home when the truck was taken. WREG's Jorita Patterson with the photos detectives want you to see as they work to track down two suspected thieves.
Hey, Detroit.
There are many layers to this story. For starters, this truck was allegedly taken during a carjacking. The accused, these two women. And it's alleged the women were armed with AK-47 style rifles. But it's their style of dress one customer says she is familiar with.
You know, just looking like some girls that's getting ready to go out to the club at night. I see them all the time passing through here.
A man told police he agreed to give the women a ride, trying to be a hero after coming to the Superman market along Summer Avenue. Customer Maurice Bacon says this is why you can never let your guard down.
Even if they're cute, beautiful, whatever it is, sometimes they're always about setting up somebody.
According to police, the victim is telling two different stories. At one point, the victim said while walking out of the store, the women, who you can see only one carrying a small purse, pulled out assault rifles, kidnapping him. The victim also told police while taking the women home, he was then carjacked. Either story does not make sense to some.
Absolutely not. No way.
A shared sentiment from a store manager who turned over surveillance. Off camera, the manager told us the man driving bears some responsibility. You could say this story is taking sort of a detour. We spoke with a manager here at the market. He is telling us the alleged victim was in the wrong himself. Regardless, police are looking for the pair last seen in.
So he thought he was getting ready to buy some, you know what? Solicitor, and they robbed him. That's all. They robbed him. But hey, that area around Summer and Macon and all of that is that's the area that is highly populated with. That's where the Hispanics move to now. That's the area that they live in. It seems like the immigrants are now the new group that are committing the the immigrants and the black people, sis. I tell you. Anyways, you guys, hey, it's getting worse and worse, and it's sad. I don't know what has to happen. I don't know what has to happen, for this stuff to stop. But I think people have gotten to. I think people have taken on. I don't know if it's we know it's poverty, and we understand that it's drugs, okay, And so people have really just taken on that I don't care. And then, I guess the thrill of seeing, can we get away with it? Because so many people, it seems, are able to get away with just violating and committing crimes, especially as it relates to around the Memphis area, right? So everybody is doing it, and it's so sad, where people are just being unalived, and there is a war going on, and people are committing just senseless crimes that they don't have to commit, and more women are getting involved in this stuff. Girls are being set up girls, and just when you get them downtown or whatever, they crying and snot and boogers and shit running all out their damn nose, hollering about, well, we did this, we got involved, because I had needed to feed my kids. Ladies, let me tell you something from one woman to another, okay? And I'm in my 40s. If you dealing with a man and he wants you got to set up somebody in order to get some type of money, that ain't your man. That's not the man for you. Because a man that truly cares about a woman, he gonna put her up. Okay, he don't want her involved in nothing. He don't even much want her gossiping. Not the woman he truly cares about. He don't even really want her on the phone gossiping, because he don't want her in no mess. So if he got you setting up people and putting your life in danger and robbing people, you ain't his bottom bitch. You just a bottom of the barrel hoe to him that he don't give a damn about. Okay? Because he already know what comes with robbing and setting folks up, and that is retaliation. So you need to double think that. You need to rethink that. It's unfortunate that a lot of women don't think that. They think it's cute. If he sets somebody up, he tell me to set somebody up, I'm his ride or die, I'ma set him up. That's how they got that wine now. I'ma set him up. That's why I make my kids talk right, because I can't stand stuff like that. Girl, yeah. They think that stuff is cute. And it ain't. And nobody is telling these girls this stuff, right? And they helping to set these dudes up. And then they get downtown whining and crying, talking about, I got kids. And well, how come you didn't go get you a job or something? That's stuff that we got to talk about. We put it at the feet of the men, and we have to talk about the men too, but we got to talk about these girls too. It is these girls that the reason a lot of these neighborhoods, now we know that a lot of these sharky slum lords are buying up a lot of properties. Let's be real about it. And they're buying them up in these nice neighborhoods and fixing them up and renting them out and to Section 8 and all of that. So people think, well, she is insensitive. No, I'm not insensitive. I'm a realist. And I understand if we want other results, we got to do something differently. So these girls are getting Section 8. They're the ones that are bringing these gang members, letting these gang members, moving them up in their house, and they are terrorizing these neighborhoods. And then the next thing you know, they shooting up the neighborhood, your nice neighborhood that you are paying mortgage in. Well, I give me a $300,000-$400,000 house. We are, let me go ahead and the higher the house is, maybe if I get one this expensive, it'll keep a whole lot of people out. Regardless of how much your house is, that's your castle. You don't want some rat moving next to you that is housing these gang members. So there has to be some repercussions. You're going to lose your Section 8 voucher. Well, that's wrong. She got kids. Well, you're going to have to choose. Do you want your kids and your voucher? You want your voucher so your kids can have a roof? Or you going to house these gang members? And so that's allowing the line. They taking the black man out of the household. That black man ain't got no business in that household. A gang member that's out there terrorizing the neighborhoods and bringing danger back to your household because he out there active ain't got no business in no household. Because if he getting money like that, she don't need no Section 8. He ought to be able to pay the rent. But don't nobody want to talk about that. He flashing money. He flashing money all over the Facebook. So what she need a Section 8 voucher for, and he living up in there with her. Now he terrorizing the neighborhood. His friends coming over there. That's what happened in my mama neighborhood. A man got sick and ended up having to start renting his house out because he had a house in Indiana and a house in Memphis. He worked for the railroad. He had kept them, both of them, because he had planned on, when he retired, just living in his house in Memphis. Ended up getting sick and stuff. His sister had to take care of him in Indiana. So he started just renting out his house in Memphis across the street from my mama. Okay. So I noticed the family that moved in, the boy used to always, there are a lot of trees around my mama's neighborhood. He used to, there was this one tree that was in the yard. He had started standing at night behind the tree, looking directly over into my mama's yard. I was like, dog. I called him one time. I was like, dog, why he standing behind that tree? Sure enough, one morning I had spent the night with my mama. And that's when I was spending every weekend with her. Okay. When she was sick. And sure enough, one morning, in her outhouse, her alarm so loud you could hear it from miles away. The alarm, he thought his plans was to rob, going to that outhouse, which had all of the that had all of, the lawnmowers and all of her stuff in out there. He was gonna steal all that. And I was mad as hell because I knew it was them. But so about a year later, because that he ended up, his friends would be over there, and when people would get new cars, they would come outside and their cars would be sitting on the ground because they were stealing the tires and everything in a beautiful neighborhood that had always been beautiful and still is. That garbage moved in. Okay. And so they couldn't, I don't know, all them over there, I don't know why they couldn't pay the rent. But that was just God. They ended up getting their stuff put out on the curb. But that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. People had said something to that lady about her son. And she said, how you know? How you know that it's him? How you know? It could be anybody. It don't have to be him. That's how she told you. It don't have to be him. It could be anybody. She knew it was her son because he had charges they came from out of North Memphis. Okay. And they had to go back to North Memphis. Okay. Because they couldn't afford, somehow all them niggas over there. I guess he thought he was going to come into that area. And I guess that was like I don't know. I guess he said, I didn't hit the jackpot. I was robbing and burglarizing in North Memphis. Now my mama renting a house in the Twinkletown area. And I'm getting ready to rob all these folks over here. He was going to get laid out though. Okay. And she has some smaller kids. It was probably Section 8. But she wouldn't have got put out because they put their stuff outside if it was Section 8. But maybe and with Section 8, they still probably have some type of rent that they have to pay. Maybe whatever is over your Section 8 voucher, pay a certain amount. Am I right? The Section 8 voucher pays a certain amount of rent, and then anything over that, somebody help me out. They know about Section 8. Anything over whatever Section 8 qualifies you for, you have to pay for it, I guess. I don't know. I guess they couldn't even pay that. But we got to start holding people to the fire. These girls are housing these gang members because I got a man at home. He get money. If he getting money, why are you on Section 8? Why are you letting him mess up your vouchers? So now, and you know what's so sad? When you start telling them you got to choose between this no good gang member that's terrorizing the neighborhood and bringing danger back to your home or your voucher so that your kids can have a roof over their head, they'll choose the man. And so a lot of these girls have to be held, responsible. Because a lot of what go on, a lot of women are the enablers of that as it relates to the bad behavior of what we see. Even if it's a mother, you already know what your son is capable of. Nobody could, when my kids were in school, if my oldest daughter was a good girl, but she would talk back. She would roll her eyes. So if she got sassy with the teacher, when the teacher called me, I didn't argue with the teacher. I already knew I had to hit her in her damn mouth for doing it to me. So I wouldn't get ready to defend her because I knew what she would do before she left home. And that a lot of these parents do. You know what your child capable of. You already know your child is a clown before he dot that door. But you have a lot of people that uphold the wrong of their children. Okay? One of my friends that work for the PD, he used to be they have a team where they work with the children in the community football team and all of that. He had said, I really don't even like doing it no more. I said, why? He said, because these kids, they want to get these kids, rather they win or lose, they want to give them a reward. It ain't even, he said, that's the reason why these kids feel like they got an entitlement. So when they lose, well, we still gonna give them a reward. No, you lose and the person that won get the damn reward. And then you work harder so you can get the reward the next time. That is why these kids feel like they have, when you tell them they can't have nothing, they trying to shoot up the whole house. Because they don't feel like they supposed to work harder to earn anything. So games ain't really fun no more. Everybody getting there. So what I'm going to work hard for, I'm going to get a trophy just like the winner. The winner don't feel like I won because the loser getting the same thing they get. And so it makes the loser not even want to work harder and feel like they have a sense of entitlement, whether they work hard or not. That's keeping a pacifier in their mouth. That's why they knocking shit over and he needs to be on Ritalin. Ain't nothing wrong with him but need his ass towed out the frame. That's all. He throwing hissy fits because he have a sense, or she has a sense of entitlement, instead of telling them you gonna work hard. So we gonna put them on medicine. No, I'm getting ready to go ahead and call my uncles and cousins over here. We get ready to down this little nigga. And I bet you he ain't gonna throw another hissy fit. He my child, don't kill him. But we get ready to put a hurting on him. He ain't gonna kick nothing else over. And I bet you he ain't gonna be on no Ritalin not to kick nothing over either. Y'all hold him down so I can choke him out. Okay? And I bet you he ain't gonna kick nothing else over when he get mad. I say that because a lot of these boys bigger than their mamas. But instead, they don't want to have to deal with anything. They don't have to work hard no more. They feel like they have a sense of entitlement, which is why they robbing everybody. It's the God's truth. I had to do that to my daughter one time. I remember she was gonna be late for school, and I was working at the sheriff's office, running late for work. She wanted to stand in the mirror. Mama, my part in my head ain't right. I said, well, we running late. You better part your hair and we got to go. I ain't going to school. My part ain't right. And she drew up at me. I treated her like I didn't know her. She never drew up at me again. Like she gonna do something to me in the mirror. All could be heard was boom, 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 boom. She was all over in the bathtub and everything. Cause I had to stop her. I put that to rest that day. She never did it again. She was all in the bathtub. Okay, because I wasn't playing with her. So these folks know what their kids and stuff are capable of. When my youngest daughter called home one day when she was at Whitehaven High School, and my and she was just hollering and crying. They was getting ready to give her a suspension. And she said, Mama, I didn't do it. I know my kids. I said, well, let me speak to the teacher. I knew whatever it was before I knew she didn't do it. I knew she didn't do it before he even said anything, because I knew my child. Just like I knew what my oldest daughter would do, I knew what my youngest daughter would do too. And I could hear the kids in the background. She didn't do nothing. I mean, they were so bad. She didn't do nothing. You just stupid. She was just looking at us play cards. She wasn't playing cards. So I talked to the man. I said, sir, she's never been in trouble. I said, I'll tell her to go back to the front of the class, but she wasn't playing. He said, but she was back there with him. I said, but I don't believe she was playing cards. He said, but I told them all to go back to their seat. I said, she go back to her seat. Will you not suspend her, sir? Please don't suspend her. He said, all right, I'm going to give her another chance. Go on back up to your seat. That's because I knew how to talk to him. And because I wasn't cussing him out, he didn't suspend my child. Because she wasn't, that was the good one. That was the good one. Okay? So we got to start holding these young adults responsible and stop trying to uphold. I'm not saying that people dog your kids out, but if you don't discipline your children and make them do right, so when somebody do try to do them wrong, that's when you defend them. When somebody truly trying to do them wrong, right? And not be defending them and stuff when we already know that they are wrong. And so these girls are going to have to, because it's a lot of women, a lot of young mothers and stuff that are the heads of their household, got to make better decisions. You know, I don't agree with men leaving women to raise the kids by themselves, but hell, they choosing such terrible fathers. Okay. Sometimes, you know, it might be better, because he can't do nothing but teach his child bad habits. But if he is a good father, okay, don't make it difficult for him. But both parents are going to have to start being responsible. Women got to start being more responsible about who they have their children with. But nobody teach these young women, you know, that stuff. They said that's an antiquated way. Well, she already had the baby. Now that's being judgmental. Now it ain't being judgmental. Because surely if she young, she going to have some more kids. So she need to be responsible about who she choose to have these damn kids with. If you got a thug that's out on the street that's cussing you out, that's standing out there all day, ain't never did nothing, don't want to do nothing, that's out there terrorizing the neighborhood, you think he gonna help you? You inviting trouble into your life, but don't nobody say anything anymore, because people like me are considered judgment. She just bitter. I ain't bitter. I ain't got no issues with my kids' daddies. We okay now. I likes them. I like them. You know, they cool people, sis. But I chose wrong too. I made mistakes too. And so that's why I could talk about it. And if it wasn't for my dad and my mother and my grandmother and my grandfather helping me, I would have been out there just like any other girl struggling. I would have been struggling. Because in the beginning, they didn't do right. They know they didn't. I would have just been left. The first one didn't do right, and I called myself gonna give me another one, and he didn't do right either. So I just would have been asked out. So I chose wrong twice. But I had somebody in my life, my grandmother, who pulled me, who said when I got pregnant with that second baby, because I hid it until I couldn't hide it no more. My baby was 2 years old when I found out that I was pregnant again. I was back in school. I was so scared to tell my daddy. I hid it from him until my mama had to tell him. And I was shocked when he said to me, "When you gonna have that baby?" Because I was hiding from him. He said, "When you gonna have that baby? Ain't you due in 2 months?" I was 7 months pregnant. He had to bring my mama said that he said, well, she wasn't gonna never tell me. So when she got to be 7.5 months pregnant, I had to just go and let her know I knew. I was scared to tell him. But I had a mama and a grandmother, especially a grandma, who was bold enough to say, until you get you a good husband, don't you come up with another baby. Because you're doing too much now. We don't have that happen no more. You know, the blessing in the kids. Yeah, the blessing in the kids. I ain't talking about nobody that's got a whole lot of children. You got them now. Take care of them. Love on the kids. Take care of them. Teach them good habits. But you don't have people anymore to tell these girls, stop getting pregnant. If you know you don't have a means and a way, don't stop having babies. And abortions is not a birth control. But don't, no, that I'm being judgmental when I say she being judgmental. Everybody has had their own bad experiences. I'm telling you. But abortions is not a birth control. And so people are not teaching that anymore because we're in a era now where everything is to be pacified. There is no correction at all. You are considered judgmental when you start talking about trying to help these folks correct what they're doing or to prevention. Okay. Cordero says, right, I pay CS, pay for private school, give the mother money on the side because she's not working and still have to beg for extra time. Can't even pick her up from school. Oh, wow. Well, what's going to have to happen is you probably have to go through the courts to do that. And women, stop, doing that to good fathers. You get mad because he don't want to be with you. He probably never wanted to be with you. See, folks don't even talk about that anymore. I mean, you got a lot of men that take responsibility for their children. He never wanted the mama. She just got pregnant. They were both being irresponsible and she got pregnant, but he loves his child. You can't be mad at the man because he don't want to be with you. He still be laying up with me. Well, close your damn legs. Stop laying up with somebody that don't want you if you can't handle it. Instead, they weaponize the child, and that's not cool to do. He don't treat me right. It ain't about you. Stop being a doormat. Let that man see his child and close your legs. Okay, get you a man that wants you. Cordero says bad fathers get all the chances and get the best baby mama. Good guys get the worst. Yeah, that's how it seems. Cordero says I went through the courts, have paid over $10,000 in lawyers' fees for one extra day. Shaking my head, it isn't worth. Shaking my head, it isn't set up for us. Been fighting. Wow. I tell you, women have to stop being bitter, and all of us have done it now. I didn't want my daughter's dads. I didn't want them, But my oldest daughter's dad, and we cool now. I put him through hell because he saw a young girl. And I talk about this stuff because I've talked about it on the radio and everything. And he has since apologized to me, and he don't mind me talking about it. But he saw a young girl. He was living in Bean. He was from out of the streets of Binghamton, and he saw a young girl that he decided that he would take advantage of because he knew I didn't have no experience really. And I ended up getting him pregnant. And because that's what he did. He got women pregnant because he was gorgeous back in the day. He was. He still ain't bad looking. Okay. But I put him through hell. I started working for the police department, and I would go into that system. I would see when he would get a ticket. I would see where he was living at. And I would send, because he wouldn't pay no child support. He had told me, I ain't paying no child support. You could you could put child support on me all day. All I wanted him to do was help me. And he said, I'm not doing nothing, because he couldn't control me. And he said, I mean it. I don't care. You work down there with them folks. You put them in my business. I don't care. I ain't paying. I ain't never had to pay. And you ain't going to make me pay. So every 6 months, somebody from the fugitive squad was knocking at his door. And I did that for about 5 years or longer. And now I have to think about dog. I'm not gonna keep doing this. I don't even care no more. I didn't want him, but I was gonna prove to him you're not gonna make a child and not care about it. But y'all know what? That man has apologized to my daughter so much, because as they get older, he old now because he was already old. Okay. He can't apologize to her enough. He want to call and sit on the phone with her all the time, and he have fits if she his only girl if he thinks she mad at him. They just a really good relationship at this point. And because and women got to stop doing this, because I never said anything bad about him to my daughter. She both of them, she had a really good relationship with her. She has a really good relationship with her father. I never tell my daughter, your own daddy don't love you. See, women got to stop doing that. Because if you're telling your kids that their fathers don't love them, even if you feel like they don't, you don't tell your kids that. You have to validate your children. So when my daughter was growing up and her dad, was mad or whatever, and he wasn't around because he wasn't in her early years, and she would ask about her dad, Mama, do my daddy love me? I would say, he sure do. He loves you a lot. You think I was going to tell my daughter that even if I felt like he didn't, that your own daddy don't love you, to shape her thinking? If she feel like her daddy don't love her, I think that helps to develop some type of stigma. Your kids, my own father, my own parent don't love me. Don't do that to your children. Okay? Don't do that to them. And because I did not speak that venom, because people be talking all this stuff to their kids, those kids ain't even old enough to even be digesting that stuff. You put them into a grown person's world too early on. I wanted my kids to be kids, and so now they can have really good relationships. My baby girl say all the time, her daddy, when they be going to dinner and stuff, he go, I'm sorry, I did this to your mama, and I was just mad at your mama because she wouldn't take me back, and this, and that. And she said, Mama, why my daddy telling me all this stuff? And she said, I told him, Daddy, I didn't even know anything about that. Your mama didn't tell you that? No, she did not, because I protected my children. I had to tell him, why don't you shut the hell up? I never said nothing to her about it. So why are you bringing up old stuff? But people have to start being, I'm sorry, I got a little cold because for some reason I have my air on and I have my fan on at night, and I'm gonna have to stop doing that. It's weird. My ceiling fan. And it's got me a little stopped up. I gotta make me some honey tea. But we got to stop doing that and start taking responsibility so that we can start raising healthy children, right? So that we can start raising healthy children and being respectful. Ain't nowhere in the world, if I was a man, I would be sitting up calling my kids mamas, bitches, and hoes in front of the children that I made with her. If you ain't even fit to be a damn father doing something like that, you gonna cuss your baby mama out in front of your children? You calling her all kinds of B's and H's in front of your son. Don't you know you might be shaping how your son look at women, especially his mother that's taking care of him. You ain't taking care of him, nigga, because you ain't even responsible enough to respect the woman that is taking care of him 24/7. You doing that in front of your daughters. You making your daughter think that it's okay for men to be disrespectful to women. And so just like it's not good for men to do it, it's not good for women to be spewing out that venom and stuff to their children about their parent, their other parent to them. That ain't cool. I don't care what I said about my kids' fathers. I know I be getting on here cussing and stuff, but I've never in my life, because I'm respectful. Well, I ain't gonna get on here and lie, because I have cussed them out, but not in front of my kids. I'm not a liar. Cordero says, right, I don't even do it when I'm not in front of my children. That's a no. But it ain't nothing I did often, because I don't think women and men should be disrespectful to each other, cussing each other all kinds of B's and H's. People got to learn how to be respectful to each other. Y'all hit the like button for me. Mm. Paige C. Clean says, I put my husband before my kids. I put God before my husband. Some women can't understand that. Yeah. I understand that. I'll say it like this, because see, I've never been married. I do believe that the man, a good man that understands that he is a provider and a protector, okay, and he is a righteous man, is the head of the household, right? I do believe in that. Because see, even I grew up around men that were protectors and providers. They were not emotionally abusive to the women or anything like that. Because I always understood, as long as you keep peace in your household, I grew up around that. The women had their way anyways, because all the man want is a cooked meal, a clean house, peace, and all of that. You get to do whatever you have your way. He ain't gonna stop you from doing nothing. So stuff like that, I never, women don't understand that. You run that household anyways, even though he the head. As long as as long as he happy, you having your way. The man is the head, the woman is the neck, and the head can't move without the neck. So it's unfortunate that some women ain't got no wisdom. Okay. Tim Boris said, tell me you a cray cray. I don't play now. I'm not gonna be unhappy. No, I'm not a doormat. I'm not gonna have a man that, especially if I put my best foot forward, because I'm not a cheater. I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to deal with extramarital affairs or anything like that. You think you're going to have a happy household and you making me unhappy? I ain't no damn doormat. So he going to have to go. He said that's what most men want. They want their peace. They want to eat good, and that's it. These men are more simple than anything. I mean, if you find them being flamboyant and jazzy, you better pay attention to them. I don't mean no harm, but you better, because he might be batting for another team. The Black Barbie says, my daughter's donor still does it until this day. I left that mofo 32 years ago. I tell you. Mm. But I believe in that. It's unfortunate that more women are being forced to be the heads of the household. Because I mean, we got to talk about that too. Too many men are comfortable with women, with living off of women. That's just too unfortunate. I have to fault the women though. I'm trying to understand, why on earth would a woman ever want to be a provider for a man, a willingly able-bodied man? Why do women feel like they are supposed to buy men? Don't you know it make men feel good when, especially if they like the woman? Now you got a lot of them now that are real sissified. They come in, I'm come up off of that bitch. You know, I told y'all that's what they do now. They coming in, they want to move in with the woman, they want her money. If he ain't got no gas money, why would you even want somebody that ain't even got gas money? That's the cheapest thing to have. He needs you to pay for his gas. I wouldn't even want him. He can't take you to dinner. He can't do nothing. You pay this time and I'm going to pay next time. I don't want nothing like that. I told y'all my dad was such a man's man. My sister and I would take him. We would meet him for dinner every Father's Day, and he would always try to play like he forgot that we brought him to dinner. He would pull his credit card out so quick and pay, and we go, Dad, we brought you to dinner. Oh, I forgot. He did it every single year. Oh, I forgot. Y'all lead a waitress a big tip, because real men ain't comfortable with that. You sitting up, you a big old damn man sitting up waiting for your woman to pull out the money to pay for your dinner. A big sissy. Don't no real man want that. He ain't gonna feel comfortable. How can you feel like a man sitting on the couch and your girl getting out working every day and paying all the bills? Okay. And a lot of women have adopted, well, you know, I paid some and I paid for half. He paid half, I pay half. That's how we do it, because you know, also you basically paying for your own food. Okay. Just say that. That's what you're doing. See, men, it is always, men don't understand women. When women feel appreciated and you provide for her and you make her feel safe and protect her, she'll go to the moon and back with you and for you. Instead, a lot of men put women in positions, because all we ever hear about is what women need to do to keep men happy. No, men, if you want to be happy, you keep her happy. care about her feelings and stuff, and I promise you will be happy. And if she ain't happy, it's just she just don't want you anyways, because you can't keep nobody happy, number one, that's already troubled on the inside and that don't even want you. Lorenzo said, yeah, until you make her mad. It depends on the type of mad, the type of mad that you're talking about. Like, are you talking about cheating? Because I have issues with cheating and emotional abuse. I'm gonna tell y'all what I've gotten. Like, when I've tried to get into serious relationships and stuff with guys, I'm gonna tell the reasons that I don't is for the that I really it don't last, because what ends up happening is that when I start getting serious with somebody, this is why I'm very cautious now. Okay, because it's really been almost 2 years since I've ever even dated anybody seriously or been with anybody. Because I'm gonna take my time this time. I'm not wasting another 5 years or another 2-3 years with somebody. I'm not doing that stuff no more. So what ends up happening is I'm a go-getter, and I'm on a mission at this point, right? So I go, are you sure that you're gonna be okay with me building and working? Because if somebody truly care about you, they come in, they see what you got going on, and not try and take over, but they start trying to see what they can do to help you, right? They start, oh, I need to go get, I'm gonna go get it in a minute. Tambor, my phone in the back room, one of them back rooms. I'm gonna go get it in a minute. And so they start trying to see what they could do to help you. Instead, what starts happening is after a while, I start getting kickback. Why you got to do this? Why you got to do that? Well, the last person I was with, that's flat out said to me, I want to get married, but you're gonna have to. That investigative company got to go. I said, what you mean? That's what are you talking about? That's my livelihood. I don't like that investigative company. It's got to go. That's what he said. Nigga, I had it when I got with you. What are you talking about? That's the type of stuff right there. See, that right there, when you've been with somebody for a while, because you ain't really even got no business dating nobody for 5 years anyways, and y'all don't get married, okay? That's the first mistake, because after about 2 years, a man know whether he want to marry you or not. He ain't gonna be constantly talking about, you gonna be my wife, because they'll say it all the time, we gonna get married, you gonna be my wife. Why it ain't happened? They start, well, I don't like that job. I don't like that job you got. You need to eliminate it. So now you're trying to see if I'm dumb enough, nigga, to let you take my livelihood away from me. You want to see if I'm willing to be miserable for you. And that's the type of stuff that sends me through the roof. You trying to see if I'm blind, I blindly love you enough to suffer. That's what I think. And that's the type of stuff that really sets me off. I'm serious. So that's why I'm taking some time for myself. Lorenzo said, Black people need to learn how to date. And if I feel like somebody trying to play me like that, you damn right he gonna be miserable, because I'm a raise hell. Now the woman is the prize. Flipping whips, the woman is the prize. The woman is the gift. The woman is the gift. No, the woman is the gift. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. See, a lot of these men have put themselves in women's position. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. The reasons why these guys, a lot of these men can't catch a break is because they don't know how to treat their favor. A woman is not a bitch, a hoe, a slut, a tramp. None of that. She is a gift. And so the Almighty says you obtain favor. The reason why they can't get no favor is because they ain't taking care of their gift. They want to emotionally abuse. So you ain't got to try and emotionally abuse no woman to try to get her. He said back in the well, go on back in the bushes then. Let me go get my phone. Well, go on back in the bushes then, flipping whips. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Oh my God. Y'all hold on for a second. I gotta make me some more coffee. Be quiet. Oh my goodness. Men are crazy. Oh, I guess Flipping Whip said I can't win. He said I can't win. Back in the bushes I go. All right, Flipping Whips. Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay, y'all. I went and got my phone. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay, y'all, hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'm trying to send my client something. Okay. um that's what's wrong now. The men think, right, the men think that they are the prize. The woman is the prize. The woman is the prize. The Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. And the reasons that a lot of these men can't catch a break and can't get no favor, right, is because they don't understand that once you treat your wife right, the one that is sent for you, okay? Because a lot of these folks are falling in love with folks just because they rocking their world in bed. A lot of women have become more manipulative to bait men in by buying them and all of that, and then they find out later, okay, and then they find out later that that wasn't even the woman for them, right? The person was never for you. I think one of the worst things, in my opinion, I do feel like marriages should be honored, but I feel like one of the worst things that maybe the church has taught is that even when a person is unequally yoked, that hey, that they should never get divorced. I remember when I was deep into the church. I remember when I was deep into the church. Hold on, y'all. Lorenzo says women don't want no broke dude, but if she broke in the same situation like others, hold on. I'll run her information and get it and reach out. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I had to talk to one of my clients. It says if a woman wants all her bills paid, monogamy and all the attention that can be done with any woman, the woman has to find that prize of a man. That's true. I think it's really sad. And I'm not saying like I'm boring or anything in bed, because I like to have fun too. You know what I mean? I don't get on here and talk about like, because I don't think this would be the place, especially if something that I would want to. I have fantasies and stuff, not of threesomes or nothing. I could tell you that right now. I'm talking about when you're thinking about, your soulmate and all of that. But I think it's really sad when I hear men, and I already know that's not a man that I want to be with. Because when a man makes sex and all types of nasty sex, a god, that's a man that can't be trusted. He too weak. He'll mess over a good woman for a freak, right? So when I hear men say, if you want to keep your man happy, you need to be licking his booty hole, you need to be sucking his wing, you need to be doing this. A high dollar, a high value man understands that a high value woman, they ain't even got to do all that. He looks for something else. Is she a winner? Is she smart? Can she think us? Will she add value to what I already got going on? Because I'm building something. If something happens to me, is she strong enough to take care of my children without me being around? Will she be able to carry on? Can I trust her with what I got going on? When she get up off her knees, okay, can I trust her? Can I turn my back and not have to worry about her stealing my money? If something happens to me, will she be able to continuously run the business? That's what a high value man look for. So I get really disappointed when I start hearing these men talk about if you want a good man, what you got to do sexually. Because I understand that a high value man look for way more than that, because they can get anybody to get on their damn knees and suck their wing. Okay, that comes a penny a dozen. So when I hear them talking about stuff like that, I already know that ain't nobody I can even be with right there, because he too weak. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Um Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay, y'all can start calling in. I reckon the phone line's working. What happened to flipping whips? Why you go back in the bushes? We're having conversations. Come out the bushes. Y'all run the likes up for me. Like, share, and subscribe. I got the phone number up, okay? Anybody that wants to call in can definitely call in, okay? And I mean, we was talking about the children and how we, got to stop upholding wrong, because when we do that, these children grow up to be young adults. And what we're seeing now is a product of upholding bad behavior. A lot of it is, right? Hold on, y'all. Hello? Yes. Uh-huh. I guess it would be a decent price, but you need to be careful about buying hair from some of these girls because they go straight and get it out the supply house, and it's not of good quality. I wouldn't pay $200 for some hair and from somebody, and I don't know. That's kind of cheap for some hair. Which um, just keep going to the vendor that I go to. At least you know you're gonna get some good quality hair. Mm, I was. I'm gonna call you back when I get off my podcast. All right. That's my daughter. Always trying to take the cheap way out. Get some hair and it get nappy as soon as you put it in your head. Um, y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all, the phone lines are open. If you want to call in, you could definitely call in. Okay, the number is 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. And what I was saying is when a man finds a wife, and people need to understand what the definition and what a high quality wife is, okay? And a high quality wife ain't somebody that just knows how to get on her knees. It seems like to me that is all that is required. It's unfortunate that not all men, but a lot of men want somebody that's a freak and that's gonna get out and work and take care of them while they sit at home. That's the sad part. And the other sad part is the women don't even know no better. They feel like that's what it's supposed to be. Um, Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. I have issues with when men say, well, I have issues when men say, well, men like multiple women, but hey, you shouldn't worry about that if he's giving you his love. Nigga, didn't I just say I got issues with cheating? I don't want you being with another woman. So you want me to give you all of my love and all of my best, and you can't even just be with one woman? If I say emotionally, when men cheat, when women really love them, they mess them up emotionally. I've been saying that forever. But people have been taught it's all about making the man happy, and the women are supposed to suffer, although we left to take care of the household. If the woman ain't right, that house ain't gonna be right. Because she's the model of the household. She got to keep the kids together. He works. She's got to do all that. She's got to make sure everything is right. And nigga, you can't even just be with her. If she's saying, hey, I understand, I'm willing to do all this because I love my family. Don't go and bring another woman into our relationship. Don't go and bring another woman into our relationship. And they can't even do that. But they sitting up talking about this is what they want in a woman, and they want her to hold it together, do all this and hold it together while he emotionally wears that woman down, because that's what cheating does. But we're supposed to accept it. I will never accept it. Never. I ain't giving my best to nobody that can't respect how I feel and that does not love me enough to just be with me. Because these side chicks are ruthless. She gonna tell you every time. I do investigative work. That's what I specialize in, infidelities. And the reason that the wives know now is because the side chick is putting it out there and his nose hole so wide open that it's ridiculous because she putting her tongue up in his anus. My wife won't do it. I done fell in love with my side chick. And so I tell women, it ain't my business because I'm just there to do a job. But for some reason, people like leaning on me, even the men. But if you want your marriage, I used to have an auntie to say, if you want your husband, don't let her have him. How long you been with him? I've been with him 40 years. That nigga on his last legs. You'll be a damn fool to divorce him. Let him croak and get the insurance. Okay? Flipping Whip says every man wants more than one woman. Well, you're gonna have some problems. I'm gonna just tell you that now. And I think what every man should be looking for is one woman that's got all the qualities that he needs. Because women are competitive. So you got a wife at home. What she gonna do is she gonna see what all your wife got going on. If she see you got an attractive wife, she's smart and all that, she ain't even in a league with her, but she gonna start doing whatever is necessary to make you think the grass is greener on the other side. She gonna do everything that she think your wife won't do, because most decent women got limits to what they won't do. It shouldn't even be about what happens in the bed anyways. And so most men leave thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, and sometimes it is because it's bought. It's fake. And they don't realize that until they've lost everything. You don't ever put another woman in competition with your wife or your woman that you want to spend your life with. You don't ever do that. But instead, men have gotten bold because a lot of women have relinquished their power and go, well, I care about her too. You need to make me realize I don't need her. Instead of saying, nigga, kick rocks. Stop getting so comfortable. Get back out there and start running on that track. Start walking. Start exercising. Get your dime back and then push. Because I don't recommend anybody, especially if you're still young, stay in a relationship with somebody that's emotionally abusing you, because that's what cheating is. Okay, now the quality of men or women has not lowered. I think that more people are just guarded now, because it's a lot of high quality women out there and a lot of high quality men. But what has happened is everybody has a shield, the real ones, because you would think that every good man or woman is in a relationship. They're not. They just protect themselves. They go, I got to keep myself protected. And I've seen where men and women have begged somebody, just please let your guards down. Just please let your guards down. I love you. Please don't just be softer to me. I love you. You can let your guards down. I got you. And the whole time they living with somebody. Those are the types of games that people play. Well, I was going to leave him alone when I figured out what was going to go on with us. No, you should have had been gone before you got with me. So now you don't get the same me no more, because even though I got feelings for you, I can't be with you. You call yourself played me. And I can't get past anybody that I let my guards down, because I'm very guarded. And you think you gonna play me? You think you just played me. So that's the type of stuff that's happening. More and more people are mentally ill now. You can't play with everybody, because they be sitting outside your house. Listen, y'all, ladies, when you find out a man has played you and he got him a woman or wife, y'all don't go to the house and tell it. Listen, do not go and tell these men wives. Do not go to their houses. I'm telling y'all, I know of some people that did that and it did not turn out good. This one woman left with her eyeball hanging out. Y'all don't do that. Stay away from these folks' house. Just keep that man away from you or that woman. Don't barge over there and think you're gonna tell their spouse because they will hurt you. Yeah, people are crazy. If sisters prefer the man with status and money, his options will remain. I don't know. There are a lot of good men that have status and stuff. And when you talk about status, you're talking about somebody that's got a job. Shit, a lot of these men don't even have jobs. Somebody with a job that believes in providing and protecting. That's it. I mean, if you just happen to luck up on finding somebody that's real wealthy, I mean, and he's a good person, he meet the right woman, he'll sit down somewhere because sometimes they are not even womanizers like that. So you'd be surprised. A lot of men that's got money and stuff, they ain't womanizers like that. They would have a lot of options, but they are not womanizers because more and more women are a lot of these women are unstable. They ain't willing to lose everything they got for a crazy woman and a form of control if he emotionally abused him because women do it too. Right? Women emotionally abuse men to nigga, bitch ass nigga. I know I be cussing on here, but I don't talk to no men like that. I don't. I wouldn't be with a man that I had to talk to like that. God up in heaven knows on my dad's grave, I don't. I be showing out on here, but I don't do that. Flipping Whip says under 10% of black men. I wouldn't be with a man that I couldn't love on because I'm very affectionate. Okay. I like to be laid up under my man all the time. That's my issue. Flipping Whip says under 10% of black men have 6 figures. That's true. Lattimore says have a good day, Tamara. Speaking facts. Only 3% of black men that make 6 figures are single. Mm. A lot of them going through divorce. I told y'all I need to do a dating app. I think I'm gonna start looking into that. Y'all remember they used to have because a lot of the men that in order to be able to afford my services, you got to be making some money. A lot of the men, more men now are coming to me because their wives are cheating on them. I can't let the women get by. And these are nice looking guys. And I had one guy I did a case for 3 years ago, and that man still called. He called me yesterday to check on me, texted me yesterday. I was thinking about you, and I was just texting you to see how you doing. I said, I'm doing good. He got him another woman and everything. Happy. That man was so good to that woman, it didn't make no sense. And I was like, wow. Got his own company. I said, a black man. I said, wow, this man, he gonna make somebody else a very happy woman. And I remember when I was talking to him and stuff, he was so sad. And he a nice looking man. He was so sad because he was like, my first wife did this to me. He bought her a dress shop and everything. And she hired, oh Lord. So anyways, he got him a new woman. But that's why I said I need to, because a lot of men are about to be single and they are good men, work for Homeland Security, work for the ATF. I'm telling you, nice looking guys. Sometimes I'd be like, oh Lord, I wish I can't fraternize with my clients, but Jesus Christ is get ready to be some And they calls me and talk, and men are when men are hurt, I'm telling you, men, you know, I'm telling you that it's really a sad thing, and they're taking care of their wives. The only I guess their issue, I hate to have to be your husband working for the damn ATF and all of that, or wherever he worked for. I'm just saying in general, and I got to be all in Westwood in the damn back of the woods in a shack following you because you is cheating on your husband. You leaving your house way wherever that is in the suburbs and going to Westwood and cheating and letting him drive the vehicle, that expensive vehicle that your husband out working for and paying for. What is wrong with these damn women? Ain't got a pot to piss in, look like the house, the bathroom is in the they ain't even in the same house. That's how regular the houses are. You leaving your house for that? Have to go outside and pee. So I need to start a dating app so that I can help them to find good women. I get tickled. I be getting tickled when I'm not talking about on some of them criminal cases. I used to get so tired of that. They'd be so tickled when I would take some of those criminal cases. I have to go and interview. I said, Lord, I don't know what it is about. I have to go and interview some of these damn witnesses and such. They want to try to holler at me. I'm like, Lord, I'm just trying to get in and get out. It would be so funny. Yeah, but what's up with you though? Oh, I was like, God, it has come to this. I was like, Lord, it has come. Has it come to this? Yeah, I give you a statement. What's up with you though? I was like, Lord, this is what it has come to. Because y'all know my dad died last year. My spirit was down each and every time one of them thugs that I knew that, I would be trying to get a witness statement or something from, and they trying to holler at me. I was like, Lord, is this what it has come to? This is what I got to look forward to, which is nothing. What's up with you though, little mama? I'm like, oh my God, Lord help me. It ain't even nothing out there. And these were like older dudes that's my age, in their 40s. Oh, Jesus. Sounds like a serious study needs to be done about what women say they want as what's that, opposed to what they habitually entertain. Yeah, ladies, don't entertain somebody just because you are lonely. Sometimes women entertain something. You get to go in. I know because I'm a woman. Your mind will play tricks on you especially if you go. I might entertain it for a minute, and I ain't had none in a while. I might give me a little bit, but that could be a disaster. Don't do it. Don't do that. Just stay celibate if you're celibate. Leave it alone. Because these men are killing women. They're killing women in record numbers. You got all that good stuff and you go, okay, listen, we friends. We gonna Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, listen, I thought you was gone. Lord have mercy. I see now he be in the bushes. Lorenzo says every woman wants attention. They get tried of their friends having they get tired of their friends having all the fun. Yeah, but you can't entertain like different energies. You just cannot invite that in your life. More women are crazy. I'm telling you guys something. Y'all better be careful about these women. that ain't got nothing going for themselves. You call yourself going just hit it a little bit, and as soon as she comes to your house and see all that you got, her mind start telling her, I could be the Mrs. And she flips out. She put on her best performance, but the man has already decided this is what it's gonna be with her. Just fun. And she ain't able to, because more like I said, more and more people are mentally ill. Her mind starts, she daydreaming while she done effed him to sleep. She looking all around the house. I'm gonna put my clothes here, I'm gonna move in, I can put my shoes there, I could do this, I could do that. It's a lot of crazy women now. And once he, she started becoming too clingy, he have to let her know this ain't that. And that's it for him, because in her mind they've already married. And she's moving in, and she'll take him out. Or if he start dating somebody else that he really likes, she'll take that woman out. So y'all better be careful about who you entertain. Yeah, a real fatal attraction. Y'all be careful who y'all entertain. Don't be bringing, it's not even good to be dating a lot of people, because you'll find somebody you like, and then you'll end up bringing them into a line of fire that they didn't even ask for. Because for some reason they be feeling like that the other person is the problem. If they didn't like them, he'll be with me. No, if he like you, he'll be with you. Period. Or if she like you, she'll be with you. The other person is not the problem. But people that are mentally ill cannot decipher that. I'd be scared of crazy people. I am. When people exude some type of craziness or some type of mental illness, it is best to keep them away from you. When you see that, it is best. I'm not talking about a kooky crazy, like that might be what I am. Okay, that might be what I'm considered, like a kooky crazy, but I'm highly intelligent. Okay, I'm talking about a mentally ill crazy that cannot decipher right from wrong when they get mad. You absolutely right. And it's so many out there that it's ridiculous. Flipping whips that cannot decipher right from wrong, and the next thing you know, they stalking you, and they will take you out. And so that's what these men need to think about, especially because I be hearing a lot of men talk about how they want a young woman. I want me a young woman. What does her history look like? Because a lot of these younger women are mentally unstable. A lot of them are mentally ill. Their mothers had them on their Ritalin and stuff to get a check. So all of the mercury in their brain is gone. Okay. So, I mean, people got to be careful. You have to be careful who you invite into your atmosphere. That's what you got to do. You have to be very careful about that. I don't care how fine they are. You might need to be trying to figure out their family history, because mental illness travels. It do, and it's real. Mental illness travels. Like it normally don't skip a if it don't really skip generations if it's prevalent. Okay, if it's prevalent, it normally don't skip a generation. So people need to be careful about who you invite into your life just for fun, because you're not able to get rid of those people, especially when they are mentally unstable and mentally ill. That's why I'm very meticulous about who I he says you cannot be serious. It's way more women who get men caught up with obsessive exes. That too. That's why I'm not telling people they should stop their life, but if you just break up with somebody and you know you got an obsessive ex or something, don't bring a man into that line of fire. Don't bring him into that crossfire. At least wait, wait a minute before you bring somebody around, because all he gonna do is that you'll get that man killed. You'll get him messed over. So y'all don't that's why, like I said, just be careful about what you invite into your life, because it seems like to me that everybody is most people, not everybody. You just really have to be careful. You do. You really have to be careful. But y'all, the phone lines are open. Y'all call in. Mr. Parker, I know you want to call in. Paige T. Clean, you said you wanted to call in. Y'all call in. The lines are open. I'll be on for like 20 more minutes. Y'all can start calling in. And and I got the lines open, okay? The number is 901. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, here it is right here. Hey, thanks for calling Real Talk with Tamara.
Hey, Miss T.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Paige.
Hey, Miss Paige.
How are you? I'm loving the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I wanted to ask you a question. Have you heard anything about Jesse Dawson getting out of jail?
No. No.
Okay, it's just a rumor. All right. It's some fake news going around online.
Yeah, it's definitely some fake news. Although I will say this.
You know. That's why I asked you. I know you would know. I know you would know.
Although now I will say this. It's hard for me to believe that Jesse Dawson did all of that by himself.
Really?
Well, I guess it's not. If they were in pandemonium, when people are in pandemonium, that's why they tell you to remain calm. You running around trying to get kids and not running out the house and stuff. I guess it's not.
Okay. Now I saw what's his name, Caesar Jr. Because there's only two of them that's still okay. I saw the little boy. He's grown now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in Dean Hampton. And I didn't ask him nothing about it or nothing like that. It's just that we was in the store and they saying that's woo. That's the list of kids right there. What?
He was on somebody's show. He was on I can't think of that guy's name. What's that guy's name I think it's from out of Memphis.
Kenny?
That does that podcast that have those rappers over there.
You talking about the box, the booster?
Yeah, Boxed In. I think he was on that channel, and you could tell that he's still affected.
Yeah, it affected him pretty much. It did. Like if you look at him, you see where the knife head was in his head.
Yeah.
There's still pieces of it in his brain.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you what one of my friends had told me.
I have to go off his testimony. I have to go off his testimony, though.
I'm gonna tell you what one of my friends told me, because when those kids were in the hospital, I thought she said that there was a girl. A girl survived too. That was
the little sister. She survived too.
And she said that he would be laying there. They knew that he was gonna be affected. They said he'd be laying there. I don't even know if he remembers. She said, but it's so sad because they had police outside the room. Only certain nurses could go in. They said he'd be laying there looking up at the TV, and all of a sudden he would have an outburst and say, "That motherfucker tried to kill me," just out of nowhere. So,
the shocking thing, listen, though, we talking about something that a tragic that happened in Memphis. A couple. Well, how long you been? About 17 years.
Yeah, or longer.
Okay, y'all. It's been 17 years since this happened, and it still affects Memphians in a way because we never seen a massacre like this before. And it was our own family member unalive their family members. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it PG-13 for you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about. The uncle that did it, y'all, has been incarcerated for the years. But what shocks me is when they first went in protective custody, and the little girl said that she saw her uncle in PC with them.
Yeah.
That she had told the detective, one of the detectives, that I don't want to be near my uncle because I think he's dead. They made her go see the psychiatrist.
Remember when the first 48 was out there? Jesse Dawson was showing up on the scene. Remember that? The first 48 called him coming back to the scene. Yeah.
And you remember the phone call to the sister house?
Yeah. He was walking back up on the scene with his, I believe, had on his long trench coat or something. Walking back up on the scene like he was a darn victim. Now, when he was in jail, also he was fighting with the pot belly. He was when he was in the Shelby County jail, he was fighting with the pot belly rapists. They was up there on the 4th floor, and him and the pot belly rapist was fighting. You know, the pot belly rapist was the white man, right? That was going around, doing that to women with the pot belly. And so then Jesse Dawson would come out of the pod and say to the officer in the pod, because one of the officers is my friend right now, and she said it don't make no sense. He come out of there talking about, I know you see that fly in there messing with me. Like he would be saying that the fly was talking to him, and he'd be wanting to fight the fly, be flipping out, ready to go. He wanted to fight with the fly, talking about the fly was harassing him.
Yeah, he was playing crazy, but he did 18 years to plot this, to meditate this. He did 18 years to premeditate this.
Mm-hmm.
In them 18 years, he did that time for his brother. His brother got away.
Mm-hmm.
They did a robbery. One of them got caught, one of them didn't. Somebody got killed doing the robbery.
And he was mad at his brother because they claim, I don't know if that's true, that his brother married his girlfriend. Was that true?
You say what?
Was it true what they say his brother married his girlfriend?
No, that wasn't true at all.
Okay.
That wasn't true at all. Yeah, that wasn't true at all. No, that wasn't true at all. I go back to sister and the mama. What they said, why he did it. It was because the whole time he was locked up, didn't nobody show him love. Didn't nobody send him that. No letters, no money, or nothing. Then you remember that interview with the cellmate. The cellmate. You remember that interview?
No, I don't.
Yeah, they interviewed Jesse Dawson cellmate, and the cellmate had told the CEO that, hey, this man said when he did that, he planning to woo the whole family. They was looking at him crazy because they in the crazy unit. They ain't gonna believe nobody,
Oh, wow.
Jesse had told him play by play how he was gonna do it.
Wow.
Yeah, he said play by play how he was gonna do it. I said, man, this story is so shocking. It still sent tears up my spine. Somebody living in the house.
I know where in the world I live in it. Just like I couldn't live in that house. I couldn't live in the house where the Shannon Street murders happened at either. He says it's sad when you look up, you did your best. They cheated, stayed out, ghosted you, and fought you. I was dealing with this. I lost me. I almost gave up. It took so much to walk away. Yeah, when something ain't working no more, you have to, if it ain't, when something can't be repaired. Ain't no need in being miserable for 10 and 15 years. I wouldn't. I think you ought to be able to, if you ain't repaired it in 10 or 15 years, it ain't going to be repaired.
Yeah, that sounds like a serious domestic violence situation. Right?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you made it out. I'm glad you were survived. But keep telling your story. For real. Tell them to keep telling their story.
Yeah. So what you what do you think about? Do you think that there's a shortage of good men? Do you believe that?
I say it, but I won't believe it. It might be in your area, but it's not in the world. You feel?
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it's not a shortage. It's what you attracting.
Mm-hmm. So do you think more women are disrespectful now?
Do I think that more women are disrespectful?
To men.
Yeah, it's a common. It's both ways. It's both ways.
Mm-hmm.
The man is more. The woman is more. You feel? I mean, you have more liberated women now. You got that. I don't need a man for shit. You know, and you got the men that man a woman for what? I can cook and I wash my own gun. It's both ways, T.
That's true.
More disrespect coming both ways. Yeah, I think it's equal. It's equal. Yeah. I don't think it's more women than men disrespecting. I don't think it's more men than women disrespecting.
He said Mr. Parker says there's a shortage of men, of good men that women find attractive. Yeah, because you hear a lot of women tell he got to be tall, he got to be light skinned, he got to be this and that. I mean that's real shallow. What you need is somebody that's loving and kind. I ain't saying somebody you can't look at, but sometimes they can be so good to you. They can be so good to you that they become fine to you. I'm telling you, they could be so good to you and treat you so right to he the best thing, he the best looking thing in the world. Shoot, you can work on all that other stuff when you start talking about he got a stomach, baby. That man is so good to me. He'll a provider and a protector. We get ready to go walking every day. Come on, baby, let's go walking. That's what you have to do.
Butter up, nurture.
That's right, nurture him. That ain't gonna do nothing but help. That ain't gonna do nothing but keep him alive longer, baby. We got to start exercising together. That's how we gonna do that. After a while, he gonna, you ain't gonna even see that stomach no more. You cooking him them healthy foods. If he bringing home the bacon, you ought to be cooking it healthily. Go get some turkey bacon.
What you see?
Because see, I like that peppered turkey bacon from Whole Foods.
I did not cook that shit for nothing in the world. It come out like leather belt.
Oh, no, you have to get the one. No, you got to go get the one from Whole Foods, that peppered turkey bacon. I used to couldn't buy turkey bacon. You get because it's just too, like you said, like a leather.
I get my chicken breast and my broccoli chips from there. From Whole Foods, I bought a whole doggone the whole aisle of them broccoli chips.
I'm gonna have to try that. I ain't never tried no broccoli chips.
Oh my God, the Parmesan broccoli chips. Oh my God, they're so good. I got good niggas on this shit.
I'm gonna have to try that. You know what I said I'm gonna make myself today? You know what I'm making myself today, girl? And I got to go buy me some. And I woke up wanting it. Some fried green tomatoes.
Oh, gee. I ain't had that in 11 years since Mr. Yatchis died. I ain't had it. I just don't want to eat it by nobody else. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I was looking at a recipe on YouTube.
Would you fry green tomatoes in 20 pounds?
My mom and grandmama used to do fried green tomatoes. I remember I hated them, and I just started appreciating fried green tomatoes and fried pickles. I hated them when I was younger.
I don't like them. I still don't like fried pickles. I don't like it. Ugh. I can't do it. I can do tomatoes though, but them pickles, keep putting that on my burger.
You put hot sauce on your tomatoes?
No, I put hot sauce on that fish when it first come out the grease.
Me too. I can't eat no cold fish. I can't eat cold fish, and I can't reheat it up. It don't be right.
You better not. Who doing that? I can't even take fish to work. I better not. I can't do it. It be rubber. Ooh, it stank up the whole. It stank up the whole microwave.
Making moves meaningful says it's a shortage of men because most of them going to the parties, pound down, PD part, Puff Daddy parties.
Where would you be able to find good men?
Well, a lot of women used to say that they went to the church, but it ain't. I mean, it ain't.
I can't trust the church too much. Not too much. I wouldn't put all my faith in the church, but I put all my faith in God. But it's always an agenda. Somebody always got an angle when it comes to dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your angle? Well, I know he got it going on. He got this. But the first thing the person says, what you got, going. That's what's up. You got to base your love off material reasons.
Mm-hmm. You don't even need no man that's trying to come into your life asking you how much money you got in your bank account, and we need to get bank accounts together. That's a sign that you never need to even speak to him ever again.
Have you ever experienced that?
Uh-huh. Yeah. He thought I was a duck. That's what he did. He thought I was a duck.
You just put 7 minutes spin on him real quick, didn't you? I know you did.
Quickly.
I know you did.
Quickly.
I know you did. You're a bad mother lover, Pete. Hey, they don't know. I know, but you're a bad mother lover. I know.
He quickly found out I wasn't nobody. He couldn't play with me like that. Because I'm used to men. I'm used to real men.
Okay, would you date a police officer?
I have dated. As a matter of fact, I dated 2 police officers. Yeah. Would I date one now? I'm not really interested in dating no police officers.
But the man has a career.
He has a career. He has a career. I mean, yeah, they have career. Like,
yeah, I'm asking like women questions like this. Does the career matter when you're dating a man? Kind of like.
I mean, if I was to, I mean, the career wouldn't matter. No, career doesn't matter to me.
I mean, you can meet the garbage truck, man.
Right. He could work for the garbage. He could work for the garbage truck.
You looking at garbage truck. Yeah, you got a city job, but you looking at garbage truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
if he working for the garbage company. So, what we'll be trying to do is trying to figure out how, because now what the garbage companies do now is they give out contracts to independent contractors. So what we'll be trying to do is figure out how he can start getting the contracts and employ other people and build a business doing that.
You almost make it sound like the tip sales girl.
He says, now you get it, Mr. Parker. Wait a minute, what Mr. Parker saying? Oh.
You read another comment.
Kenny Adams says, just say no, Tamara. I don't care about the career. I don't really care about a guy's career.
Kenny, are there still good women in the world?
Kenny, are there still good women in the world? Making Moves says, as long as you make it what we want it to be, then welcome to the new normal. Divide the family. divide the nation. 2025 is obvious. Well, that's been going on for a while now. I think that's been the agenda for a while, to divide the family.
That's been it for a while.
I think that's been the agenda for a while now, to divide the family, especially the black family.
Yeah, that's been a generational agenda.
Because I think girls should stop. They should stop trying to normalize talking about a baby mama. No, you need to know that you're worthy of being somebody's wife. A good, not just a pair of pants, though.
I mean, do you know how many baby showers I got invited to? I got invited to a lot of baby showers this year. I didn't attend none of them. No, I didn't attend none of them. I did go to Amber's. But I went to Amber's because they just wanted me to drop off their taco salad. That's why. They wanted me to drop their taco salad off. I made a big old. She said they just ate this. They didn't even eat the other stuff. I know.
I love taco salad. I'm gonna tell you what I make. I make a mean taco pie.
You do?
And I got the recipe off of YouTube. It'd be so good. Oh, it'd be so good. You go get you can go get some pie crust, the cold pie crust, or you can already get it already in the pan. Of course, you take a fork.
It's the graham cracker crust.
No, not the graham cracker crust. The regular dough crust.
Okay.
And get you some. I always use either ground chicken or ground turkey. Get that and cook it, or your ground beef, and you layer it with. You put your taco seasoning, just like everything you put in a taco, and then layer it with cheese and put your sour cream on top of it, and then layer it again until you fill it up, and then put your cheese and your if you're gonna put your tomatoes and everything that you put in your taco on top of.
What kind of cheese?
I always use sharp cheddar. I have to use sharp cheddar because I think I'm becoming lactose intolerant, so I have to use certain cheeses now, like Gouda and sharp cheddar. No, it starts to make me sick to the stomach. Certain cheeses. Certain cheeses make me sick to the stomach. Yes, it do.
I like cereal, but I'm loose a little bit. But I'm eating my cereal.
I don't buy cereal no more. It's too sweet. He said, "How y'all keep getting back to food?" Because we be talking about a plethora of stuff.
We women, when we talk about the kitchen, we talking about the kitchen. At least we ain't talking about the restaurant. You feel? We talking about the homemade cooking around here. I don't want to hear this.
Look, nothing says don't curse me out, but how do women want the realest and best man when they show up to dinner looking like a Halloween mask, fake hair, fake lashes, fake eyebrows, and 8 inches nails? I'm gonna tell you something, more men now like natural women, because like the last, I'll say, just as a matter of fact, just about all the guys that I dated like natural women, and they had been in the street. I had one of my ex-boyfriends, if I had extensions or something in my hair, he would say, "What's that in your hair? Why you got that in your hair? I don't like that weave. Why you got on that makeup and stuff?" So a lot of men like are liking natural.
I think they woke up. I think they woke up because you can't get real love with a fake ass.
That's true. Well, I have they started catching on too, because it seemed like to me they love these fake behinds, these fake asses. That's something that they need to stop liking, and the asses be walked. Oh, Mr. Parker, Lord Jesus. Mr. Parker gonna say, "Tamara, I'd love to eat your taco, Lord Jesus." Well, I have my tacos are very good.
Next
The town board says, so what's the ratio between getting your ass in the kitchen and making meals versus going out to eat? No, I mean you cook more. Who wants to
You talking about my ratio?
more women love to cook.
No, I'll tell you, because I'm a little cheap, man, on spending some money, man. You know, and then my husband like this, he gonna be all in the kitchen. He trying to see if the place is clean. Cause we business owners. So the first thing we do, if we do go out and get invited and stuff, when we walk in, we gonna look up. We always look at their children and we always look at their plates. Oh, they floors dirty. They've been clean. You know, we look at health department stuff. We just like it, you know. Yeah, we like it for real. We're like that. Because there's some places in Memphis that got good food, but it's nasty.
They nasty.
They nasty, girl.
Nothing says that he said my ex-wife never cooked. I handled that. I don't mean no harm. Let me just say this, and everybody thinks differently. I don't mean no harm, but I don't want no man in the kitchen. That's my place.
I don't know, TT. Hey, check this out. Hey, the best chefs are men. They men. The men can cook.
Now grill. I like men that can grill, but cooking, I want to cook.
Yeah, but I just like when my husband cook my steak. Just cook my steak. Just do all the
now men know how to cook steak. I hear that all the time. They handle that steak real good.
Yeah. Now, when you come to cooking sides and stuff, you're doing too much. You overcook this rice. This shit tastes like mush.
He said half the time we make just as good or better meals than restaurants. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, a man cooking every now and again, but I grill all the time, but in the kitchen, I just want to. That's me. Nothing says we should. He said she couldn't cook. I never judged her on that. She couldn't cook.
That don't make her bad.
No.
Make her a bad cook. Or, damn, you coming home from work, you hungry in the motherfucker. And you gotta stop somewhere to do something.
There's a lot of people can't cook. They food be under seasoned and they don't put no seasoning on it, but it ain't no reason not to learn how to cook though. It's just a technique.
Yeah, and it's called timing. It's a technique and it's timing. Timing plays a big part in baking. Sizzling and frying. Timing. You got out of time, so she got it. Look, you ain't expert mode, so don't be watching TV and on the phone if you ain't expert mode.
Paula, yes, I am. Y'all be seeing what I be sharing on my Facebook page. Nothing but, and I be cooking that stuff too. I love it that they be sharing all these recipes now. You know, the recipes like that they have in these food chains. Shoot, I couldn't wait to the Big Mac sauce. I ain't never cared for no Big Mac, but everybody knows how Big Mac smells, right? So I was looking at the recipe to make a Big Mac sandwich. So I went and bought everything. And I promise you, as soon as I started mixing up that sauce, I could smell it. I was like, wow, this is exactly how you make a Big Mac. And it tastes like it too. You know, my Big Mac was good because I put the patties, the turkey burgers on the grill and grill them and then because it's all about just making the sauce and put the cheese on it, put the sauce on it. It was really good. But I'm so happy now they're starting to share a lot of these recipes online because people can cook this stuff at home.
Oh yeah. Do you ever be afraid to participate in potluck at work?
When I because you don't never know what if the pot was washed.
Yeah, okay. So me, I had did the homemade banana pudding in the oven. Straight out the oven, scratch with the with them Jackson cookies. Jackson cookies back in the day.
I bet it was good.
Oh my God! When I tell you, them folks were trying to pay me to make it again, and I almost looked up and told them I made it, but I told them my auntie made it. I said, "Now my auntie said, woo. She old. She'll really just. I'll give you $300." Well, you know, man, you know they just take 2.5 hours to make right.
She said it had the Big Macs have a distinctive smell. They do. They have a distinctive smell. I went to a restaurant for my birthday that had fried turnip greens, and it was fried turnip green bites, and it was really good.
I know what I love fried zucchini. Oh, girl, I was at the. I love man, you eat up all that fried zucchini. You had that before too.
I like zucchini. I like grills. I grill zucchini and stuff all the time. Like I do a mixed vegetable medley with zucchini and yellow squash and onions, and it be so good.
I love yellow squash. I love yellow squash. You gotta if you're gonna do my yellow squash at home, please do it in grandma pan. Do it in hers. The cast iron skillet. Please do that.
A lot of people don't know that's how they can lose weight. If they start baking or grilling their chicken, doing like a mixed vegetable medley, you could put it in a skillet with olive oil and season it real good. You could lose weight like that. You know, if that's how you do it every day. Vegetables.
Are we hungry?
We probably are because I have not even eaten.
I haven't eaten either. I'm not hungry. I think the mocha latte had curbed my appetite. But I jumped in at 9.
What is that you drunk?
A mocha latte.
Oh, okay, a mocha latte. Okay.
From the crib, you know, the good. I got this coffee machine I wanted. It worked. Another rapper. And it's a timer. And they got that little pod thing in it. I'm still learning about it.
Okay. Those latte machines pretty expensive.
I looked it up. It is. I said they really love their people, but you can like put the whatever kind you want at the certain time it's supposed to pour the coffee or whatnot. And it's 2 little nozzles down there, and I ain't know one was for ice. I didn't know. I'm still learning. I'm used to the old time coffee thing, the coffee mix thing, you know, but I like it. I really do. It ain't just as strong and stuff. It tastes like ice cream to me.
The realty said what I missed.
Well,
okay, I'm gonna let other people start calling in. I see you, Mr. Parker. Let me start taking other calls, okay? Thanks for calling in. All right, bye-bye. Mr. Parker, I know that was you. I guess that was you. 704 area code. What's 704 area code? Or was that you, Tambora? That was Mr. Parker. Oh, he said it wasn't him. It was Charlotte. Somebody from out of Charlotte called in. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I'm hungry. I got to go to the market. I got to go to the little Italian market in my neighborhood. I'm going to walk up there. I'm going to put my dogs in the stroller and walk up there. The only thing about that market is that it's expensive. But that's time I'm gonna get my exercise in. Put my dogs in their little stroller and walk up there and get my green tomatoes. And that's what I'm gonna eat today. Fried green tomatoes. And I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on, y'all. Woo! Y'all, oh, yeah, I promise you, y'all, my stomach just started growling when I looked at my fried green tomatoes that I am going to fry. Hold on. How come the call failed? Y'all, who just called? Call back. Somebody just called from a 513 area code. I don't know why it ain't ringing right. Let's see, what area code is 513? That's Cincinnati. That's a Cincinnati area code. Hold on, let me call him back. Today, TB21.
Hello?
Hi, did someone call Real Talk with Tamara?
I sure did. This is Tamara. What's up?
What's up? You've been trying to you've been trying to get in. So you got us.
Yeah. Right. I was down at the 615 number.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I've been listening to you, boy. You got some betrayal in your tone, I tell you.
Why?
No, it's not on you. I'm just saying the betrayal came upon you. You know.
You said the betrayal came. I couldn't hear. Y'all can't hear you because of your background.
Okay, what I'm saying is the people that you chose, it came upon you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a lot of betrayal. A lot of
stuff women be asking for. It's so simple. I mean, it's only if people playing around that that's where the problems come. But that goes on both sides. I'm always pointing that out. It ain't just the men that's cornballs and full of shit. It's women too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you want the guy to pay for everything and do this and do that. I can pick any woman and do that with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, she got to be on point, and to be able to do that, I want your body to be right, your mind to be right, your ambition to be right. I don't need like the whole world, but I mean, if we doing this together, we got to both try. Put forth effort.
I agree.
Thing, it ain't no, what you got, what I got, like with me and my wife. I mean, it's one bank account.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as, I'm paying for this, you paying, that's, I guess you have to have it like that. If your boyfriend or girlfriend or dating or whatever it is. But I don't know, since my early 20s, I've always been married. So I don't even know what daddy. As far as, it's mine and it's mine and mine and, all that. So it's like, we both grind, we both work, we both make money, put it in the account, 2 + 2 = 5 all day long. So, I mean, whatever you're trying to get, if I got to take a back seat, you got a goal or something you're trying to knock out, we're going to knock it out. If there's something I want to do, we're going to knock it out. So it ain't no, you give me your tax money and you give me this and that, and then I play you and don't, get a return on investment, and it ain't none of that. That's bogus. Even in a dating stage, there's still some seriousness everybody got to be on, stand on business. So
I agree.
People playing around, it's always going to be somebody played or somebody playing.
I agree.
Some of the things I hear women bring up is valid, but it's bullshit because it's bullshit niggas they fucking with. Same for dudes. If you fucking with a bullshit female, if you sitting around with your hand out, wondering what you gonna get, I got $5. So I'm on the side of trying to, let them know they the prize. Even though I say, me and the prize, but I gotta put in their head they the prize, just so they don't get played. Just so they don't give all their goodness away. Some of them get it, some of them don't. It's 5 distinct personalities. Well, I should say 4.5. But yeah, but they all got different personalities. And I've been blessed myself. Like I said, my wife is way out of my league.
That's a blessing.
So, but I'm a good dude, and I know that.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, but see, I know how to take that and not abuse that, and not play around with that too, though.
Well, some people don't know how to. They think that they can play around with what's good.
Shit. I look out here with the stuff people be going through. Ain't no way. One regular day in some of these people's lives is a tragedy of mine. Like I couldn't even deal with it. The shit people be going through, the games people play. I'll be ready to. It'd be like 5 dead and a dog or something. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Well, that's how people get hurt. Everything now is for self. People, I'm gonna get what I can. I'm get ready to come up off of this and that, and it's backfiring on them.
Come up, yeah. And not even realize that if you hurt who you with, you hurting yourself. If you play around with who you with, you playing yourself.
I agree.
But that's why I always say, I just look at stuff like shit. We both doing it. We both in it. It ain't nobody's business what we doing, how we doing it, how anybody else doing it, with anybody else. Yeah, the Joneses and the Johnsons and the Smiths. I don't care what they got going on, because you never know. They could be hanging on a thread. They could have robbed Peter to pay Paul. You don't know how they got it going on. It just look good. I want to be good. I don't want to look good. I want to be good. Everything from property to land to homes, to, the real shit, because, everybody be talking about going out, and I don't want to eat at a Cheesecake Factory with the fuck. But I don't get it, but you can't even take yourself out the Cheesecake Factory, for some of them.
It's sad, ain't it?
I don't get it.
It's sad.
I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, you know, and then the thing about, you know, dudes wouldn't allow, you know, a woman to pay for something. That's true. But again, if we going out and everything in the same bank account, I mean, what difference does it make who pulled the credit card out or the debit card or something, you know?
Right.
Again, I just got a different viewpoint because, like I said, I always been married, so I don't even know what mine and yours is.
Right.
I don't even follow that concept. I mean, you know, and then, you know, there's times where she got things going on. Shit, it might be more. There's times I got things going on. It's a lot more, you know, but I don't even look at it like that. We both getting it, and it's all going in the one spot. And whatever that house needs, we getting. That's it.
That's it. That's all.
But I mean, you can't play like that if you ain't back, you know. So you gotta be protective of what's yours and what's, you know, his and all that. But like I said, if a woman looking to be having everything paid for, my thought on that is you better be a virgin, a badass bitch, the best body shape, best face, pure, untouched, and all mine. Because if not, then I'm settling. Or we're going to compromise, and let's compromise. I might not be the best money earner, you know, but I'm going to give it all I get. Which will be more than somebody that is, you know, financially abundant, you know. Because they might be giving off little pennies versus I'm giving everything I got. But if that's not good enough for some people, then I got to start looking at it in the eyes that they have. Well, shit, you ain't in the best shape. You ain't got the best this or that. You ain't got the best personality. You know, I'm going to start looking at shit that, you know, I don't know. I just be listening to you. I be hearing you going, but yeah, it's not always true. I mean, it might be true for a lot of certain people, but not. I don't know. There's exceptions.
Yeah, it depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Yeah.
But
like I say, those blanket statements, it don't be I don't know. It be rubbing me around. It be rolling off your tongue, and I feel you though, because I mean, it must have happened, or you know people that it happened to.
Now I was gonna say it all depends on the person, because some men are financially able to right. They're financially able to provide for their wife, regardless to how she looks. I mean, whatever she looked like, he.
Well, there you go. And some guys don't put credence on that. I'm
right.
saying, me personally, like if I got it like that to just pay for $1 million home and take trips around the world.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that's unrealistic. It's a lot of people that can't pay for $1 million homes.
Hold up. What you mean it's unrealistic?
That's unrealistic. It's a whole lot of people that you're not letting me finish. There's a whole lot of people it's a whole lot of people that work together that can't pay for $1 million homes. You don't see a whole lot of that. I don't see a whole lot of people.
I'm exaggerating, but the point is if I'm paying all the bills and I'm paying for this whole home, this period, everything. If I'm doing all that, then in return, I'm expecting the woman of my dreams, like the baddest, exotic, anything, you know, that I want. So not just, you know, a regular whatever.
So you're saying, so basically you're saying that you'd be willing, because I don't know what your situation, like you said, you and your wife split everything in half. if I heard you right.
No, no. What I said is we both work. We both own businesses. We both grind and do shit, right?
Right.
It all goes into one account. So it's not mine, it's not hers, it's not. I don't have that mindset. It's our money, and whatever the house needs,
right.
Whatever we need to do, we do it.
Right.
Wherever we need to go, we do it. That's all I'm saying. It's not a half thing or this part is mine and I pay for it. No, we dump it all at one of any one of what we do. You know how you say this, several streams of income, right? So any one of those can take care of everything we need.
Right.
On either end. So it's not about half or this, that, or the other. What I'm saying is everything goes in one pot. But that's when you marry. If you're not married, you have to be protective of what's yours. I mean, I get that. But the point is, like you say, you don't want to be dating for five years or whatever, only to be, lasting for 2 or 3, and then got to do it all over again with somebody else. Right.
And I'll say this, there are some people that are married. They feel like, because I've heard them say it, okay, we have a bank account that we put money into. My husband has his account, I have mine, and then we have a bank account together that we put money into for the bills.
I mean, there's that too. There's that too. And I mean the rainy day, the just in case, the whatever fund. I mean, there's that too. But you almost get one foot in, one foot out like that. But again, if it ever came down to that, it'd be for those trust reasons. Something's telling you to cover your ass. Something's telling you to be careful. Something's telling you something that you don't know might be, circling around. So you're preparing yourself, consciously or unconsciously. You're doing that to even have to do that. But if y'all rocking together, y'all evenly yoked, y'all, put it this way, my wife was with me when I ain't had shit. So when I be hearing statements of, oh, he ain't got this and that means this. No, that just means I just didn't have a lot. I wouldn't say I ain't have shit. I just didn't have a lot. So, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get a lot. That doesn't mean I'm going to stay at that point.
Right.
That doesn't mean, yeah. And I'm just here to tell you, like there's some people that some women might find undesirable, unattractive, and you can't give everybody a shot. I won't say that, but there's some people that deserve a chance, because they ain't playing. And at some point, real soon, they're gonna be, they're gonna be on top. Nobody knows if I'm up or down because I'm not flashing my shit and trying to, brag about it.
Right.
I look at my peers, I look at my classmates and people I grew up with. It ain't no comparison thing, but hey, shit, I know I'm doing good. I know I'm blessed. But I work hard at it too.
Well, I definitely understand.
Some of the things, I guess that's true until somebody proves you wrong. The only thing is, you might be cutting off somebody that's for real. I mean, and you got good body sense, so if they prove that they ain't living up to it, then cut it off. But everybody ain't like that, because everybody ain't, financially abundant.
Right. And what I've been seeing, and what I have to do is I've been going by what I see. And what I've been seeing is a lot of women have been taking on men, and then when they realize that aren't doing anything, don't work or nothing, helping them, you know, and yeah, and then when they try to cut them off, they end up getting killed because he's saying, she been my provider this whole time. I'm getting ready to take her ass out.
They piggyback. I forget that they cash cow. Yeah, they ain't giving that up. Yeah, I get it, but yeah, it's different in different areas. I know, like back where I was from, like in Cincinnati, you know, a woman called the police and just say, he said, "Boo" to me. You know, the police coming, they locking you up. So I mean, you know, different places get different, you know, different things. You know, like down here in Texas, I guess you could knock somebody down the steps and drag them across the street, and ain't nothing happening to you. You know, down here in Texas. So, but you know, like back home, shit, the woman called the police and tell him, he said, "Boo" to her, they coming to lock him up. So, you know, I don't know. It just depends on where you at.
Right.
To where I guess how much courage you have.
All right, Tambor, I appreciate you calling in. I'm getting ready to get off.
It's I appreciate it. Later.
All right, hon. Thanks. All right, you guys. That was Tambora. Because I haven't eaten anything. Them fried green tomatoes. I'm skipping breakfast and going straight, I guess, to the lunch and to the dinner. I don't with fried green tomatoes. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is make some for lunch and then make the other for dinner because I can't make them all and then let it get cold. You can't let stuff like that get cold because you use flour and cornmeal. For some reason, cornmeal, when you try to heat it up, anything with cornmeal on it, it just ain't gonna be right. So that's what eyes are getting ready to do. And anyways, you guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. I would like for you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I'm gonna do a platinum members live later. Okay, you guys. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.